Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we were clearing out the ramparts belonging to Celene's army. We have taken care of both of the body pits, we just need to blow the signalling horn. Now then, the signalling horn is right over here. Let's set that as active. However, I want to see what this is first. I'm intrigued. Ooh, also Embryon. Don't mind if I do. Thank you kindly. Yeah, it's over here. What am I doing? Oh, it's the signalling horn. Now, I'll be back for you. I'll be back. Don't you worry. Yeah, what is this? I want to say it's another little area that's built into the side, but I can't quite remember. Yet we seem to be above it. That would make sense to me. Let's go along the outside. Oh god, no. I shouldn't have said that, because my brain always goes, two trailer park girls go round the outside, around the outside. I'm like, no brain. No, we shouldn't rap. We shouldn't. Yeah, it's clearly not up here. It's got to be down here somewhere. And I will not stop. I will not stop until I've found this thing. Seriously, where is you at? Where is you at? Guys, why didn't you follow me? Ah, it's fine. They get confused. I mean, we all saw how last episode Solus was just running after the wildlife. I will never forget that. I will hold that against Solus until the end of this Let's Play. I swear to God I will. Oh, and more Viridium. And I think, yeah, we found it. We found the door. At long last. And yoink. Okay, what's in here? What is this? Ooh, hello! We found the armory. Don't mind if I do. Map of Aenor. Okay. And we have this. Legend of the Three Sisters, Book 1. Again, because there are multiple books to this, I will leave this be until I have all of them. And then I'll read them all out. Speaking of which, I think the, oh god, the Folly of General Not Sheraton, I'm pretty sure I actually do have all of those codex entries, or I think that 2 of them are actually bugged out. I think I have all the ones that I actually can get. So you know what? I'ma insert that here. 1. We study thus the tale of Not Sheraton, the servant of a Ferelden lord who together shared a casual friendship not common among Orlesians. It was during a diplomatic visit that both remarked on the absurdity of masks, frustrated as they were by the scorn of the Orlesians, who saw these visitors as common and unadorned. So insulted were the Fereldans that the servant did take up the mask of the Orlesian General Sheraton from the cloakroom. What a lark, she sneered, earning the guffaw of her lord. And the lord sought to share the whimsy with the room, but he was mistaken of the reaction. None of the assembled dared question the bearer of the mask, even as they were told of the jest. For in the Orlais of the time, the mask was the person, and the wearer must be he, even if their build is slight and their sex reversed.
Could it not be a test? In exposing the mistake, is not the witness also a cause of violation? 2. And so it was that this visiting servant was not just greeted, but whisked away, for this was not a mere fit, but the launching of a grand operation. And at the fore of the might of Orlais now stood a waif behind a general's face, and none did question for fear of censure. And she, the servant, could not get away. Left without her lord, she feared the madness of the Orlesians, that if she removed the mask, they would call her impostor or spy or some other thing she could not know. And as enemy battalions marched upon them, the servant was certain it would end in death for all. 3. But during times of crisis, there can emerge abilities we do not know we possess. The servant, under the greatest duress, stood as not Sheraton. She stood and she spoke. She stood and she led. She stood and she attacked. And under banners they knew and a voice they did not, the forces of Orlais brought low their enemy. Now, perhaps the servant was more lieutenant than page to her battle-hardened lord, and perhaps the strength of the foe is stressed too much in retellings, and perhaps the allied were well practised in their roles. But none question that not Sheraton was at the least adequate and at the most inspirational. 4. And so it was that victory was absolute, and cheers were raised for General Not Sheraton. And so, buoyed by respect and admiration, Not Sheraton stood proud and removed the mask to state her true name. For had they not accepted her, had they not thrived by her leadership, had they not become comrades despite station and masks and nonsense of protocol? And the answer was swift and bewildering, for they had not. And swiftly she was bundled away amid calls of impostor and spy and other terms she could not know, for she still did not know Orlais. 5. In the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointing of Not Sheraton was claimed a grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret. From secret, meaning the cloakroom, for not even his own attendants knew his face, and they would have had the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored, and wary of the embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Sheraton, imposing less than half the prescribed lashings, and sparing her and her lord the gallows. They were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Sheraton was henceforth her name. Okie doke, and what is this? The Soul Canto. A traveller asked the Ashkari, "What was your vision of our purpose?" The great Ashkari replied, "I'll tell you a story. A vast granite statue stands on an island, holding back the sea. The heavens crown its brow, it sees to the edge of the world. The sea drowns its feet with every tide. The heavens turn overhead, light and dark. The tide rises to devour the earth and falls back. The sun and the stars fall to the sea one by one in their turn, only to rise again. The tide rises, the tide falls, but the sea is changeless. Struggle is an illusion. There is nothing to struggle against. The deception flows deeper. The statue resists the ebb and flow of the sea, and is whittled away by each wave. It protests the setting sun, and its face is burned looking upon it. It does not know itself. Stubbornly it resists wisdom and is transformed. If you love purpose, fall into the tide. Let it carry you. Do not fear the dark. The sun and the stars will return to guide you. You have seen the greatest kings build monuments to their glory, only to have them crumble and fade. How much greater is the world than their glory? The purpose of the world renews itself with each season. Each change only marks a part of the greater whole. The sea and sky themselves. Nothing special, only pieces.
Tome of Celene, the Soul Canto. Very interesting. I just want to check. There was nothing else here. No. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Although with that... Yeah, I believe the only thing left to do is to blow the horn, and we saw that. It was up this way. Now I'm gonna get lost looking for the horn. I know it. I know I am. I find these ramparts so confusing. They're too cyclical. If you know what I mean. Everything looks the same and a little bit Rat Warren-esque. There it be. Okay, let's hop up to here. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too hard. That wasn't so difficult. There you come on, lads. There you go. I don't believe we actually have anyone to speak to here. Yeah, no, they're just grateful. They're like, thank you. You did a nice thing for us. We appreciate it. Whee! Okay, next up on my list. Because, again, I know Fort Reversan is waiting. However, I think we should go and track down the Dalish. We're in the area. We might as well. What am I... God damn it! Why are we getting involved with the wildlife like this? Fuck you! Mess it up. There we go. Oop. And you. Where are you going? Where are you at? No, seriously, how do you get up there? How do you get? There's no point. They're gonna get it. There we go. And if you would be so kind. There we go. Then for a minute then I saw the shadow and I was just like, they're not coming back. No, it's just a bird. It's just a bird. We're fine. That's that. Okay, I've just remembered. Why? I'm going to assume that the rift is closer than I thought it was. You know what? In that case, because traveling like this, I think, is really rather stupid. Let's go back to this camp. No. That wasn't what I wanted. Travel. There we go. We can restock. Everyone will get healed. And we can find the Dalish easily enough by going down this way. It's not putting us, you know, way out of our way or out like that. Also, whilst I'm here, we can try and find that. I want to say it's on one of these mountain sides, but I'm not 100% certain. Oh, hello. Hello, that's a very large statue of the Dread Wolf. See, Solus. See, wolves. Do you want to look at this one? Also, there appears to be a bird flying in the middle of the air. But it's not even flying, it's just sitting. Oh, you're all the way up there. Go on, then. We might as well. That's a very cool statue. Okay, trying to think what would be. Let's try and mountain goat this. Think, Aenor. Think of the Swole Ram. Channel the Swole Ram. You've been doing leg day. We know you have. Yeah, you want to stay where the rock is slightly green. Oh, come on, I'm so close. I'm so close. There we go. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, what is this? A list to pack. Jewels, dresses, book of prayers that Sister Sabri gave me, wine, leave the ones from 9:30, bad year, Mother's grand oak armoire, the standing mirror, will this fit in the cart? I worry. Ropes for lashing down, everything in the toy chest. We have to keep the children quiet on the journey somehow. We'll find a way to make it fit. Oh, the child didn't make it. And that's what we're looting. That's blood-soaked teddy bear. A child's toy now soaked in blood. Oof. Big oof. That. God damn. But those are the realities of war. Children get caught up. And they really shouldn't. Oh dear, okay, how are we gonna get up there? I see you up there. If we can make our way around to the top. Aha! What's this? What dis? Well, you're mine now, whatever you are. Ruined arches. The half-buried wall of arches made for a unique camping spot. My guide informed me that it was once part of an ancient elven arena, although nothing in the histories I read mentioned anything of the sort on the plains. He also insisted on clambering up to the top of the blasted ruins, after swearing he had seen a royal elfruit plant growing out of a crevice. From A Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford, adventurer. Yeah, adventurer in inverted commas. I'm sure you were very adventurous, my lord. Okay, they're not being chased by wolves. They're safe. They're fine. Now then, what do we see through this skull? 0 out of 6. Well, there's 1. Ooh, 2. And now we just sweep. Oh. Oh, there be demons!
They can only return to the Maker if they become real. Why can't they be forgiven as they are?
People say they lack the ability to learn or grow.
Yes?
But the more contact you have with this world, the more ability you gain.
Why would they want to prove the Maker wrong? He's already far away.
It isn't about right and wrong. It's about attention when you think you've been forgotten.
And rolling the ball so it goes in the hole.
The two of you make no sense sometimes.
That is a matter of perspective.
That is another reference to a film, which I will put in the bottom right-hand corner. God, that sounded so weird when listening to it through the ocularum. That was weird. That was rather chilling. Okay, 4 out of 6. 5 out of 6. And 6 out of 6. Excellent. Okie doke. That one's the awkward one. That one right there is the one where I always go, ooh, how do you get? I can never remember. Okay, let's hop down. Wait, did I just... Oh, it's down there. Excuse me. I was like, did I just do a dumb and jump down too far? Whee! I'm fine. You're fine, Aenor. You've got strong legs and knees. You're right. Don't complain. Oh, Lord. Did I mention I have a fear of heights? And falling like that, it makes my stomach lurch. Now then. I think that's just a tree. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one and that one. I'll be heading off in this direction at some point. Okay. Let's track this one down. Oh, it's right there. Very little tracking required. Have we actually been in this area? Huh. Oh, was this could be where we fought the first rift. Okay, yeah, that leads through to roughly where the Dalish are. We'll head that way in a bit. And hello. Excuse me. Foreman's logbook. The yellowed logbook contains records of the day-to-day running of a small silver mine. The most recent entries differ slightly from the ones that came before. 12th harvest mere, yield 11 crates. D crew broke through a wall and found a hidden chamber. Looks like a tomb. Gave orders to seal it back up. 13th harvest mere, yield 9 crates. D crew disobeyed instructions. Lead of D crew asked assistance from 2 of A crew to dig deeper into tomb. Lost 1. Gave order to seal chamber. Again. Emphasized unlikelihood of great riches within. 14th harvest mere. Yield 4 crates. All of D crew and A crew missing in sun collapse. 15th harvest mere. Yield 0. Panic over elven curses. B and C crews inciting. 16th harvest mere. Yield 0. New lowest record 2 days running. Men want to collapse the entire mine to prevent curse from escaping. Urging reason. There was no elven curse. It was just an old tomb and you were excavating. And here's the thing, these are miners, but how do I put this? You wouldn't send an archaeologist into a coal mine. That would be ineffective, in the same way that you wouldn't send regular miners onto like an archaeological dig site, because you need specialized tools, you need a specialized way of doing things. You can't just go about hitting walls because it's going to cause a collapse, and that's exactly what happened to DNA crew. And then everyone, oh, it's an elven curse. It's an elven curse, of course. Blame the elves. Blame the elves for your own stupidity. And as you can see, despite the foreman urging caution, no, they just decided to collapse the mine. Because why not? Oh, did you kill the Hala? Did you do that? Did you get them? They vanished. They vanished. That's fucking weird. I don't like that. Oh no, they ran over there. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. What is this? Ancient elven glyphs. The revealed symbols show what appears to be Dirthamin, the elven god of secrets, on the back of a large crow.
This is part of a larger set.
Well, thank you for the information, Soulless. Very quickly... Oh, there's something up there. Very quickly, I just want to check. Is there... Okay, yes, this is where we fought that first rift. Okay. That makes sense. And you're coming with me. Ooh. Oh! Oh, no. Oh... Codex unlocked. Hala. What the fuck? What the hell? What the shit? Excuse you! Fist them! And, okay, we can't do that, but, let's get some ice mines down. That'd be good. Excuse me, thank you. I guess maybe not? Do that. Yes! Get him! There we go. Lovely jubbly. Yoink. Okay, mental note. There is loot here. I will be back for you, loot. I will, I promise. I will return. I will not forget about you. Now then, let's head this way. Towards the Dalish. They might have merchants who might be willing to barter with us. Fenharel, the Dread Wolf. There is precious little we know about Fenharel, for they say he did not care for our people. Elganon and Mythal created the world as we know it. Andril taught us the ways of the hunter. Silays and Juné gave us fire and crafting. But Fenharel kept to himself and plotted the betrayal of all the gods. And after the destruction of Arlathan, when the gods could no longer hear our prayers, it is said that Fenharel spent centuries in a far corner of the earth, giggling madly and hugging himself in glee. The legends say that before the fall of Arlathan, the gods we know and revere fought an endless war with others of their kind. There is not a Haren among us who remembers these others. Only in dreams do we hear whispered the names of Gelderan and Darenthor and Anaris. For they are the Forgotten Ones, the gods of terror and malice, spite and pestilence. In ancient times, only Fenharel could walk without fear among both our gods and the Forgotten Ones. For although he is kin to the gods of the people, the Forgotten Ones knew of his cunning ways and saw him as one of their own. And that is how Fenharel tricked them. Our gods saw him as a brother, and they trusted him when he said that they must keep to the heavens while he arranged a truce. And the Forgotten Ones trusted him also when he said he would arrange for the defeat of our gods, if only the Forgotten Ones would return to the Abyss for a time. They trusted Fenharel, and they were all of them betrayed. And Fenharel sealed them away so they could never again walk among the people. From the tales of Fenharel's triumph, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Ralafarin clan of the Dalish Elves. Very interesting. Now I want to... Yes! We have a secret codex entry! Thin Scratches. The ancient tribes. Elves. Celene loyalists. Gaspard loyalists. Too much war. Too many dead. Reality in ribbons and shreds. Not just in the sky, but everywhere. The walls are brittle and crumbling. First the fourth, then 3, 2, 1. Here it comes. The clicking in my head box. Clickety-click. What is that? Hello? Are you out there? Can anyone see this? Click, click. Click, click. I love... This really reminds me of the codex entry you can get. Oh, there's a car alarm going off. I apologise if you can hear that. This really reminds me of the codex entry you can get in Castle Cousland, in High Ever Castle. It's after you get the dog, you can send him out hunting, and you can only get this codex entry in High Ever Castle. As soon as you leave, this codex entry is unavailable, and it is very fourth wall breaking, and that author talks about clicks as well. I can always hear clicks. What is that? I like that. I really like that. And the fourth wall breaking codex entry right next to the codex entry about Fenharel. Isn't that interesting? I'm sure that's just a coincidence. And look at this. Look at this nice painting. Look at this amazing painting. Totally not creepy at all. Let's go. Now then, where is you at? I'm coming for you, Rift. I'm coming for you. Oh, shit. And spin. Do a back. Take him out. There we go. And oi, you bitch. How dare you move out of my way? And no, there's still that guy, but he's down. And you next. Get in the ground. Okay, and oh, hello, big boy. Hello there, Rage Demon. You know what? Let's get some of that going. Yes, fear my riffs. And who else? Come on. What do you mean, Solus, damn it? Solus is fine. Solus is okay. There we go. Hello. You're right. You doing okay, Blackwall? I'm going to assume you're all good. Oh, excuse me. Would like to loot. Thank you. Ooh, enhanced ring of attack. I for inventory. Let's see. Yeah, because Cowl is still missing a ring, so take that. There you go, buddy. Okay, now that that's taken care of, let's see if we can find the Dalish. I believe there was mention that they were camped along the river, but I can't remember. And oops, spindleweed. We need all of the spindleweed we can get, because I'm pretty sure this is what our healing potions use. Yeah, there they are. Oh, I can only imagine how Aenor would feel seeing the sails of the Aravels. It has been so long since she was amongst her people. And yes, it was worrying speaking to that hunter and hearing, you know, like his blatantly... Indeed. Yeah, it was troubling hearing the blatantly racist stuff that guy was that he was spouting. But still, to be amongst her own people again. The people that, you know, raised her. You know, the way of life that she knows best. Even the smell of the Hala shit, I think she'd be like, nostalgia.
Sean, my sister, it is good to see another of the people in this place from which we all came. Still beautiful, isn't it? Even with the scars left by the Shemlin War and all the troubles that followed.
Indeed. Indeed. I presume this is what is the dearth, but she would know. So yeah, what troubles you?
What troubles you, Haran?
Where do I start, Celene? The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Aravels, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Var Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
Oh, well, we can help with that. We're in the area.
I can deal with that for you.
Stay alert, Celene. Spirits are dangerous. Be mindful of the resting places of our dead. Our Balanaris is sacred ground.
I met one of your hunters. He's continuing to look for a safe route.
That is good to hear. Thank you for delivering the word.
No problems.
Dareth Shirao,
So yeah, if you are not a Dalish elf, you get a very different reception here. They are far frostier. Who have we got to speak to? Who do we have? Itherin.
Anethera, sister. May I ask, traveling these plains, have you come across a golden Hala? I fear human soldiers may kill her. If she would only draw close, I could gain her trust. I could protect her.
Yeah, a golden Hala, Hanal Gilan, and why would soldiers kill her? Because they would, you know they would. Yeah, are you talking about the sacred golden Hala?
Hanal Gilan. I've heard stories of such a creature.
Yes. Some of us believe she comes to the people in times of great need.
Why do you think soldiers hunt your Hala?
Pelts and horns sell for gold in gem markets, I hear.
Indeed.
Direct Shiral.
Yes, and you may have noticed it popped up in the corner there, +1 Dalish favour, because we knew about the sacred golden Halla doodad. Yeah, so if I remember, there is a merchant here, but if your favour with the Dalish is too low, then obviously they're not going to want to barter with you because you're a stranger. As it stands, I don't think they'd even be willing to barter with Aenor, despite the fact that she is, Dalish like them. She's an outsider, and she's with the Inquisition, and that is a very, chantry-oriented, human-led organisation, so they have every right to be suspicious of us. And I am just about out of time, but again, codex entries, I did remember. We were up to... Yes! The Champion of Kirkwall. I've heard the name Hawk on several lips this week. Many of us blame the Champion for the events in Kirkwall, which sparked a war and hurled all of Thedas into chaos. But can we truly fault Hawk for what she did? Here was a poor refugee from Ferelden who came to the Free Marches fleeing the Blight. Coming from a family of apostates, Hawk must have spent her life hiding from Templars, hearing about the abuses to which mages under the care of the Circle were subjected. Make no mistake, there were abuses. We will never find a peaceful solution to this conflict when we admit that until we admit that we were partially responsible. Imagine how it must have been for Hawk when she rose to prominence for her role in ending the Qunari threat of 934. From refugee to Champion of Kirkwall. Hawk's position gave her power and influence. Nothing could touch her. But although the Champion of I apologise. I've been talking for a while now. I'ma take a sip. There we go. Okay. But although the Champion of Kirkwall walked free, there were mages in the gallows who did not. The thought must have rankled. Yeah, that she was walking free. She should have been... I have to laugh because this paints Amelia as like, oh no, she wanted to help. She wanted to help the mages. No, she bloody well didn't. No, she didn't. It rankled, but not in the way that the author is, proposing. It rankled that she wasn't in the circle where she should have been. Are the Champion's actions during the Mage Uprising so hard to understand, given all I have said? Following the destruction of the Chantry, Knight Commander Meredith invoked the right of annulment and called for the execution of every mage in Kirkwall. It was not right. Another injustice added to the already lengthy list. Hawk knew it and stood against her. Again, this is so pro-mage. This is such a pro-mage retelling of Amelia's story. Who's writing this? This is a Knight Commander! Oh no, even the Templars think that Amelia is pro-mage. Oh god! We must never let her see this. We must never let her see this. She put herself between the Templars and the mages they sought to destroy and became a legend. Even though she later disappeared, fleeing Kirkwall and the Chantry's justice. What happened in Kirkwall... I was going to say Catewall. Why am I having so many tongue fumbles? Hot damn. I'm hungry. I think that's why I'm going to have a chocolate bar after I finish this. Just get my blood sugar levels up a little bit. Okay, God, let's start from here. Even though she later disappeared, fleeing Kirkwall and the Chantry's justice, what happened in Kirkwall that day changed Thedas forever. By defying Meredith and our order, Hawk became a beacon for the Mage Rebellion. That gave the mages hope, rallied them. They fought back, and here we are now. Oh, and here we now stand on the eve of the Divine Conclave, seeking peace before their rebellion destroys us all. Knight Commander Marteau of Monsimard, speaking to Templars attending the Divine Conclave. This would hurt Amelia so much. All she wanted was for Meredith to execute her and Anders. That's all she wanted. She didn't want the Mage Rebellion to happen. She didn't give a shit about mage rights. The mages had the right to be in the circle where they all belonged, where they were safe, and where other people were safe from their bullshit. That's what Amelia wanted. And it became this. Oh god, it's insult on top of insult. Oh damn. Okay, Deathroot. Deathroot has been used in magic and potion making for centuries. It is a fragile-looking plant with a thin stalk and purple flowers, which fruits once a year, developing bright, red fleshy pods that cause disorientation and dizziness if ingested. There are 2 varieties. The more common Arcanus Deathroot was first found by Archon Hadrianus when he discovered it growing on several dead slaves. The other, Lunatic's Deathroot, is more closely associated with the story of the courtesan Melusine, who sought revenge on a powerful magister and his family. She harvested the plant, baked it into small pies for the magister's banquet, and presented them to the magister at a banquet. All the guests were seized by terrifying hallucinations after eating the pies, and tore each other to pieces. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Inez Arancia, botanist. Deep mushroom. Deep mushrooms refer to the entire group of fungi that grows underground in caves and many parts of the dwarven deep roads. Collection can be a dangerous task, as the deep roads are often infested with darkspawn. Because of this, dwarven merchants often recruit casteless hirelings for the job and pay them a meagre percentage of what they earn selling the mushrooms to surfacers. The most common varieties used in the herbalist trade are the blightcap, ghoul's mushroom, and brimstone mushroom, almost all of which tend to carry the darkspawn's corruption. While they cannot transmit the disease, this trait often makes them quite poisonous. Deep mushrooms should only be handled by experienced herbalists and should never be consumed without first being adequately cleaned and prepared. Careless consumption has been known to cause insanity, severe abdominal cramping, and even death. An excerpt from the Botanical Compendium by Inez Arancia, botanist. Okay, there we go. Alrighty then, in the next episode, we're gonna have a chat with the Dalish, see what they're up to. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.